approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just...
Well, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome. This is our very first community call of the year. I'm your co-host, Robin Blank Mascari, along with my partner on every level, Gregory, and we are thrilled to be with you this evening for a really fabulous kickoff call. And we've got some wonderful guests to introduce to you tonight. And I'm going to turn things over to Gregory. This is just, I mean, I love starting the new year, and you might want to have a notepad ready because there's going to be some great wisdom shared this evening to get you off to a great start. So over to you, honey.
Hey, well, thank you, Robin, and good evening, everyone. And this is so exciting. Our first call for 2023. Actually, we did our first call this morning, the Monday Morning Miracle Call, but you know, this is our first webinar and, you know, a kickoff to this great year of 2023 where we all get to fly free, right? We can be anything you can be anything you want to be and do anything you want to do, especially in this creative and incredible environment of LifeWave. And so we've got a very exciting call. We've got some very exciting speakers here to speak with you tonight. And, you know, just for the fun of it, I was adding up the years of experience of the folks you're going to be hearing from tonight. And it's about 200 years of experience out of these 5 people that are going to be sharing their experience. That's me and Robin, Kai, Michael, and Helen, but close to 200 years of experience. So we have put in the 10,000 hours, I promise you. So we're going to shine some light on 2023 to help you maybe get some action plans. Maybe just one little tip could make all the difference. Because I found in life, the little difference makes the big difference. So as Robin said, I'm going to encourage you to get out your notepads, open up your hearts, open up your heads, because get ready to receive. And our first speaker, he really needs no introduction. He's one of the founding fathers, I guess you could say, of LifeWave, one of the founding field partners of LifeWave. He was there in the beginning when they only had one product, the energy product, and the company just took off, into the stratosphere. And now he's here leading the charge where we have this beautiful array of these incredible breakthrough stem cell activation technologies, aromatherapy, and God only knows what God's going to give David to give to us, So Kai, if you wouldn't mind jumping in, and I want to thank him for taking time out. Kai's on a fabulous family vacation up in Steamboat Springs with his family, his children, his grandchildren, and he's chosen to spend a couple of minutes with us here today. So Kai, if you want to unmute, turn your camera on, that would be awesome. Ask to start video. How's that?
Hi, everybody. I am here, but I'm clicking pictures. Oh, there it is. Hi. Okay.
There he is. Oh, look at that snowy background.
I took that today. That's up at the top of the mountain here in Steamboat, Gregory. And, my message is so simple. By the way, I just want to say how thankful I am. I mean, one of the greatest things that I think that our industry is about is the more that you serve people and help others succeed, the more that you reach down and really help everyone and succeed in your group and your team that you're building, the more successful you're going to be. It's really that simple. And the message that I have is that it's really easy to succeed. I mean, I know it's challenging, but in terms of creating an income that's kind of amazing, because I talk to people every day, and people are, locked into their jobs and filling agendas of other people and not even making that much income sometimes making pretty good income, but having no freedom. our industry is amazing. I mean, the idea of network marketing and collaborating with other people and creating a team where you're making a little bit of money on overrides on the efforts of many people, just a little bit on lots of people, and that team can build and grow. And the message that I want to share with you is it only takes two, you know, that over a period of time, you know, you only have to find one good person on one team on the right side and one good person on the left side, the other side. And it doesn't even have to be a person you personally sponsor. You can do that by drilling down into your group. I mean, even just a few days ago, a new person just joined one of my teams, and she's amazing. You know, she was one of the top leaders in another major network marketing company. She kind of got bored, and she tried the patches and fell in love with it, and she's going to be a superstar. I mean, because, you know, someone who's number one in a major company that's been around for 20, 30 years probably has what it takes to become number one, you know, be a major person in our company. So the thing is, if you're patient and you do that activity, the daily method of what you need to do on a daily basis, which for me is, if you're doing this part-time, have one new conversation every day. You know, you can do that through your network of friends, people that you meet. You can do it through social media. There's many ways to have one new conversation a day. If you're doing this as, you know, just that you want to build it kind of slowly and over time. If you want to build it really fast, have 3 new conversations a day. 3 new conversations, and follow up with all the people that you're having conversations, and drill down into your group as your people start to emerge that come in, help them be successful. It's really that simple. And what you're really looking for is 2 people. Now, you may introduce this to, you know, hundreds of people and talk to and help your team do that until you find those 2 real go-getters, but they're already made. You don't have to create them. They're that way already. And you will, if you stay consistent in what you do. It's about staying consistent on a daily action level, introducing what the opportunity and the products that we have to everybody. And you can build a 6-figure, 7-figure income in this industry, and especially with LifeWave, with our proprietary products that you can't get anywhere else, that are amazing, life-changing, very affordable for stem cell products. You know, within 2 or 3 years, you can be making the kind of income that you'd have to go to medical school and go to school for 8 years and go into debt for the next 10 years, paying that off to get that kind of income. And you can do that right here, simply by sharing what we have with people. It's that simple, and staying steady and consistent. Gregory, that's my message pretty much. And then you get to live the life that you want. I got to ski all day today, talk to new people on the lift. It was great.
That's so awesome, Kai. And that, you know, brings to mind one of my favorite things I learned from one of our other mentors. You're certainly one of our dearest and loved mentor, but success is not magical, it's mathematical. And if you do the numbers, and I was thinking, it starts out with 2, then it's 2 squared, then it's 2 cubed, and pretty soon it's 2 to the 20th power. But it only takes 2. And as you said, you know, those 2 may be personally sponsored by you. One may be personally sponsored, the other might be down 2, 3, 5, 10 levels. It doesn't matter. But that can put your kids and your grandkids to college. So thank you, Kai, for all you do for our community and opportunity, and for really doing the heavy lifting and plowing the way for us. So, you know, when we stepped through the door 4 years ago after that famous phone call, nothing's ever been the same. So thanks for joining us, Kai.
My pleasure.
Great. Well, this next gentleman I get to introduce to you, he's kind of a legend. He goes by many handles. One of them is Mr. Passion. Okay. He's my fellow Paisan. He comes from a really good Italian family rootstock in Branson, Missouri. He's one of the few people that's ever gotten to the top of 7 companies. And we are so proud and honored that Michael Accurso has now planted his sword and calls LifeWave home. So Michael, over to you, brother.
Can you hear me?
There you go. Loud and clear. Go ahead.
Well,
Yes,
I'm honored. I've spoken in front of thousands of people, but one of the biggest honors was you and Robin invited me to your kickoff call. You guys have paved the way for the jet that we have to have the fuel and the track to run on, I call it a Ferrari, because without all of you paving that way, we wouldn't have this. And if I could do one thing tonight is to speak to a person that's never really had the success in network marketing or has never really had success in business, because this is a business. Don't take it any other way. According to national figures, the Home-Based Business Association was told by the state of California, actually, that if it wasn't for home-based business, the state would crumble. Millions of dollars, billions are paid in taxes. This is a real business. And I think if people would understand that, and I understand, listen, I hear it all the time. Talked to a person yesterday. I tried it. I don't really believe in it. My family don't believe in network marketing. It's only for the big people. Yeah, but I wasn't born with thousands of leaders to call. I wasn't born a leader in network marketing. It was a process that anyone could do, but you've got to put the time in. I was just watching a reel by Steve Jobs talking with Bill Gates, and he said, if you don't have a passion, now Steve Jobs started Apple, biggest company in the world. If you don't love it, if you don't have a passion for being an entrepreneur, it's too easy to quit. It's too easy to not go through the trials, because the trials are what people like us love. You got to be crazy to do this, but the crazy ones are the ones that change the world. And it's so true. If I look at this industry that has taken me to the heights of heights and to the lows of lows, I've had companies that have stolen from me, shut down. And that process has made me, in a way, bulletproof. But for the people that have never done this, for the ones that don't have a big audience, you still have a deck of cards. And I mean, in your phone, you probably have at least 52 people. The average person has 300. And when Jeff Combs told me that, Michael, you are just dealing the cards. He said, in every deck, there's twos, there's threes, there's sevens, there's kings, but every deck has 4 aces. And if you just let the law of numbers work in your favor, the problem is that people quit before the numbers work in their favor, because they will work. And if you don't have a large audience, if you have a social media account and you like TikTok, great, because your business is defined by the amount of exposures you're willing to make. And I don't care if it's 1 hour a day or 12. Those times you focus. If you're not having a good day and you don't feel good, don't expose. Do it when you feel it, because people pick up on what you are bringing to the table energy-wise. A lot of times I would look in the mirror and say, this is your day. Almost like I was putting a cape on, like, man, I'm Superman when I make these calls, because it transforms who you are. People by people. Number 2, you've got to define why you're doing this. It's so vitally important. What brought you to LifeWave? Was it the pain relief? Was it the energy? Was it the opportunity to be more than you ever thought you could be? Whatever it is, that's the driving force that will keep you in the game, because the naysayers, the haters will come. Believe me, the first company I did, the first 52 people I talked to said no. I was in my 20s. And I remember telling Kent, this is horrible. He said, don't quit. The next one could say yes. The next one did. That person ended up being a leader for me. See, people are just excited and see you and respect you just for doing it, just for having the courage. according to national averages in sales, people are afraid they're going to be made fun of. They're afraid of failure. I understand. I was afraid to speak in public. I was afraid to ask for the sale. I was afraid of looking like a loser to my friends and family. But guess what? They weren't the ones that joined me. They weren't the ones that took me to the top. I went out and found my market. I went to Dillard's. I walked the mall. I remember calling out of a phone book. A lot of you don't remember what a phone book is. But see, I knew I had a burning desire, like Steve Jobs talked about, of being my own boss. For me, I couldn't hold a job. My ADD was so bad, my mom called it ADHD, high definition, because I didn't want to settle. And I didn't have the best family talk. They weren't positive. It was an entrepreneurial house. I had to do that. That leads to number 3. What are you pouring into yourself? Every day, I would listen to Tony Robbins. I would burn that cassette up, Waken the Giant Within. I would listen to positive speakers. I would find successful people and ask them what they did. I knew that for me to be more, I had to become more. Because the greatest thing about network marketing isn't always the money. It's who you meet and the people that drive you to become a better person. Iron sharpens iron. I'm better by knowing Gregory, by knowing Kai. They have made me a better leader. Now, people say, you are already massive. Doesn't matter. You're always evolving. You're always growing. So, folks, tonight in the new year, shake off the pressure. Shake off, I don't know if I can do this. You're in business with a company that has an app that'll actually tell you who's looked at your presentation. We'll ship the product for you. We're 17 years old, probably 1 million customers worldwide, but guess what? No one's heard of us yet. The opportunity for you is to be something that will elevate the way that you look at yourself. It's about you, how you feel about you, you doing you. The only competition is yourself. Don't look at us as something that's so awesome. You're awesome. You showed up. 90% of life is showing up. 10% is doing the work. But don't be effective. Be effective. You don't get destroyed by the nose. People can't eat you. What's the worst thing that can happen? I remember a mentor telling me, the next yes will change the way you look at this business. It's fun when you succeed, but the process will make you stronger. Learn from it, grow from it, create your testimony. It's so important. For me, when Peter said, I'm not going to mail it to you, you got to come here. Well, I couldn't come there. I'd have Scott take me, because what I've learned is falling asleep and driving isn't really cool. So I had to catch a ride, and Peter patched me. See, you've got to reach out and patch someone. You've got to go out and let people know that you believe what it did for you. You share what it did for you. If you don't have a story, borrow mine, borrow Gregory's. Everyone's different. It might take longer. But see, you bought a ticket. You cannot get on a plane without a ticket. Ron Rabin bought a ticket. Ron Rabin didn't get lucky. Ron Rabin put a patch on an arm that was ravaged by doing 1 million chimneys. He wasn't a big leader. He didn't have Mr. Passion or Gregory or Kai's success. He couldn't even afford to come in. But see, he knew that there was something that was elevating the way that he felt, and he couldn't contain it. So on the way to clean chimneys, he would patch people. On the way home, he'd go to the gym, he would patch people. And you know what? He didn't know me. It was the process of dealing the cards. Peter wasn't his first call, but Peter knew me. The people you talk to will know a Gregory. They will know someone that may have been huge in this industry. He didn't know Onyx. Someone else knew Onyx. Understand, one left, one right. If that happens for you, you're filthy, stinking happy. So understand, don't quit. Take my passion, where I say, I know you can do it. The only way to lose is to quit. And you don't have to make $1 million. What if you made an extra 1,000? What if you learned something about yourself that made you feel good about you? What if you mentored someone? That's a win. Win comes in all kinds of places. And this is your year to shine. This is your year to learn entrepreneurship. This is your year to grow in a way you've never grown before. We're going into the biggest time. There's 4 pillars I want to leave you with. The greatest timing of our space, the home-based business revolution, peaking. It'll top over 70 billion the next 3 to 5 years. Home-based business. Number 2, the stem cell revolution. Number 1 thing Googled on the internet about health. Number 3, younger people. Before, they didn't care about health. When you're young, you're bulletproof. You don't care about boosting up your metabolism or your core. COVID changed that. And number 4, life wave. No competition. Not a me too. There's pills, potions, and lotions in every company. Everyone has a diet pill. Everyone has a vitamin. When I recruit people, I say, have you ever found a patch that will elevate your body to a level that is documented, that will rejuvenate through a copper peptide? If you know of one, I'm waiting. They can't. See, David had a chance to sell this company. I remember hearing the story. People every week walking, here's $1 billion. He wasn't a billionaire yet, David Schmidt. But see, David told them, you're just going to shelf this thing. You don't want it out there. And guess what if I do that? I kill the opportunity for all the people like you that helped launch life. I ain't never doing that. And guess what he did? He went and bought a 20-year patent. If that don't light you up, your wood's wet. We have something special. You're not here by accident. You have a chance to create residual income. I can't tell you what Ron, Kai, and Gregory are making, what me and Peter are making, but it's big, fat money. And there's nothing wrong with that. Money's not the root of all evil. Not having it is. Divorces happen. Crime happens. You can bless others. This is your year to change your life. This is your year to be the next Michael Kirsten, the next Gregory. And I believe in you. Because you know what? Someone's going to do it. Why not you? Gregory, back to you.
Well, now everybody here knows why you are known as Mr. Passion, because you got it. You got the heart. And I got to show you what sits on my desk. Failure is not an option. It's backwards, I guess, on my computer, but that's what it says. Apollo 13, we all know that story, right?
Right.
And that's what kept me in this business 34 years ago when I got in. Failure was not an option because I had just sold my business and the sale of the business fell through and I went from retirement to requirement, let's start a new life. And I couldn't afford to start another manufacturing business. I ended up in network marketing. It wasn't a curse, it was a blessing.
A mindset.
And it's a blessing to have you on the team, brother. Thank you so
brother.
much for your open sharing with everyone. We love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Okay.
And I hope you guys took a lot of notes from what Michael said, because there was great wisdom. And I think you really know why. I have a whole page of notes. And so thank you.
Oh, we are having a call after this, strivefor5.com. Our team is doing an after cap to get your goals, strivewith5.com right after this call.
Great. Great. Well, thank you, Michael. That was
Thank you,
fabulous. And I just want to, share a few things that you said with everyone, because I think it's really important. Passion, it's the law of numbers. The business is defined by exposures, your energy. That was really powerful, because, if you're not feeling great, don't get out there. So our job is to be a magnet, and people want what we have. So that was so fabulous. And continuous growth, shake it off, show up. Don't get distracted by the no's. There's a great program called Go for No. We do have timing on our side. This is a networker's dream, to be with an established company that's in hyper growth. Amazing. So we are so grateful to have you as part of our team, Michael. And thank you for sharing so much wisdom. So, Gregory, is it my turn to introduce Helen? I can't hear you.
It's your turn to introduce our next
leader to share some wisdom for the new year. So, I first want to acknowledge each and every one of you that just went for it. We just ended a year. We ended a promotion, a rank promotion. We ended an Aruba promotion. And a lot of you went for all of it. And those of you that went for it might not have reached your goals. You've got the momentum going, and that's the gift, ending the year strong. And this woman who's coming on next, she went for it, and she's been wanting to get to this rank for a long time, and it happened. She is a gift to all of us. Everyone knows her in our community. Helen Peak is a true servant leader. She's here always in service to the community. A lot of people don't know behind the scenes. She and her husband, Tim, are always helping us on the calls. Every day we have calls. She helps. She's an admin for our Facebook groups. She always says yes. She is such a gift to all of us and a wonderful friend. So Helen, please, first of all, congratulations. You became a senior director for a second, because you got right on to executive. So we are just thrilled to have you jump that rank and be a new executive. So I want to turn it over to you for you to share some New Year's wisdom with our team.
Well, thank you. I wanted to start out by saying, there is a bright light that shines all over our lives and over you. It shines all over you. I love hearing that when, we're on the waiting for the, corporate to answer. So the light shines all over us. It is really such an honor to be here as an executive director. Just like, Michael said, you're taking this personal growth course along the way, and you just get better and better. That's our theme, in our company, to get better and better. So I wanted to thank my husband. Like Robin said, he's always shows up whenever, I need him, and all the brand partners and customers and our course Brilliant Up team and our cousins, business cousins. We have directors call. It's such bright people, and we all come together and help each other. Nobody holds their cards close to their chest and doesn't give away the good stuff. We do give away the good stuff because, love begets love, and we all get better and better. And, feeling gratitude every day because you are making life better and better for people. We all know, we go out, we share our patches, people move out of pain, instantly. And, so many wonderful things happen. You can go check all those out on your own time. But I wanted to say that I began the network marketing industry in 2001. And I had tried some, but nobody knew what they were doing. And I didn't know what I was doing, didn't have the common sense to go, to an up team. I didn't even know they existed. But once I went to a convention, and then I saw these people walking across getting pins and with big paychecks. And I thought, yep, that would be me. I want to do that. It was very inspiring. And so I do, recommend going to conventions because it's really rewarding because you're hanging out with all these brilliant people who are so ready to help you. Like even, tonight's call, everybody's sharing their wisdom. So I did find some great mentors. One of them told me, hey, what I want to show you is to find the right home, you need to look for the X factors. If you want to be in the right place, the right time, doing the right thing, the right products. So look at us. We have these extremely effective light therapy products that activate stem cells. There's zero competition. We've got over 130 patents, top quality research. You know, our company's been around since 2004, and we have the amazing inventor, David Schmidt. And we all know he's a genius, and he's a kind-hearted philanthropist, really making a big difference in the world. And we are the kind of people that like to do that. So, you know, when we come together, we do a better job. I love our comp plan. I've worked comp plans that were very hard, but I like a comp plan that will help the people who you bring into it. You know, it's just, if you're in that position where you can help people, it just makes you feel good every day. So I like the comp plan. It pays well, and it's, you know, rewarding to help the people you bring in get paid well too. So our company is so successful. We're at 2 million a month, and now we're over 30 million. So look at that. You know, all this money coming into our company gives us a chance to be more philanthropic in that way as well. So the brand partners that we have brought to this company are doing better than any other company that we've brought them to. So that's cool. We also have great tools, and the corporate, you know, we have our websites, the InTouch app, our newsletter, incentives and trips. And I'm definitely hoping I'm on the Aruba trip. I know a lot of you are out there hoping that too. And congratulations to everybody who made it. We have Facebook, you know, Lifeway Business Builders and trainings and product trainings with David, YouTube, on and on. We have our community, Team Live Younger, with our Robin and Gregory. And, you know, we have Kai and Dr. Nicholas and Dr. Joan. We have educational Zooms and Facebook groups and Live Younger Success. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Judy Daniel, and all the people who contributed to that and the Live Younger products. So the other thing I wanted to say is there are some tips that I learned from some of these mentors. One of them is show up. And you're all here. There's 173 of you. Show up at the next event. What is the next event? Is it a Zoom? Is it in person? Do you have to put it together yourself? Is it a corporate event? You know, what is it? Whatever it is, go to that event, because that is really like the most important thing you can do. I mean, that's your job. Some people go 40 hours a week. How many hours do we go? You know, a half hour here, a half hour there. You know, the schedule is all listed in the Live Younger Success, so you can, you know, go find it there. So the next thing that I wanted to share about is, I'm just going to look at people, you know, have to have passion. Like, you know, Michael said, what is your passion? Like, what is your why? I like to know every one of my brand partners' whys. And if they don't have that passion behind it, we need to fine tune it, because that's what's going to bring you there. That's what's going to have you show up at that next event. So what you have passion, you know, you'll show up for. So the other thing is, we've all heard it before, but do 3-way calls with your up team, with your people, and then the people who you brought in, your brand partners, they will do 3-way calls with you. You'll learn how to do them by doing them with your up team. So we all get better at it. There's no timing. You do it at your own pace, whatever. And then another thing is appreciation. Robin, you're so good at that, you know, and people need to be appreciated. A simple thing you can do is on your homepage in your office, scroll down, and there's a place where, you know, there's brand new people. And I always go in, copy, paste, and go, congratulations, I see you have a new customer. Yeah. So, and then celebrate everybody's rank advancements. And then the other part is freedom. We have a lot of freedom compared to other jobs. And I love that. I like, it's like a lifestyle marketing instead of, you know, like a network marketing. I like to think of it as a lifestyle. Like you, Kai, up there skiing in the hills and meeting people on the way up the hill. Just get out and do what you love and share, you know, the products. I don't think of it as selling. I think of it as educating. And I can't tell whether someone's going to like it or not. It's not my business whether they do or not, but it is my business to give them a chance to educate them and let them make the choice. So I like that. And then, you know, it's just that freedom. You could work, I like Ron Bauer say, you could work from your deck on your house or from a deck of a ship. It doesn't matter. On a hike, you know, out kayaking, whatever. And the best news is you have more time for your friends and family. You know, so I got to tell you, everybody, I wake up every day full of gratitude and love for all of us. So the light shines down on you. You deserve it. Thank you for having me.
Well, my dear, that was fabulous, and congratulations. We're thrilled for you, and you shared much wisdom. And, you know, it is about showing up, isn't it? You never know. You never know. Gregory, you want to say something? Honey? I don't hear you.
You and your team with oh, you don't hear me?
Now I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, well, Helen, where'd you go? We love you so much, and we're so proud of you. And you just jumped right over senior director, right to executive director. That's so awesome. And you know, and you're so open, you know, to help anyone, all your cross-line cousins, as you like to say, in the Live Younger community. And that was a beautiful presentation. God bless you. That was wonderful.
Yeah, just simple little things that make big differences, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's a little difference that makes a big difference, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots of love and Happy New Year, everybody.
Well, congratulations. And the next step, residential.
Thank you. Yes.
That's right. Okay, well, this evening, we're going to keep this call. I can't say keep it short because we've already gone 36 minutes, but we're just going to touch on a couple more things. I'm going to share my screen just real briefly. And the last couple of things we wanted to talk about tonight before we let you all go home or off to your next call or whatever is next is we want to talk about Nova, and we want to talk about our POP webinar. So Robin, why don't you touch on upcoming Nova, because the early registration's over, but registration continues on.
Okay. As Helen just said, it's about showing up. Well, the next big event is Nova, and that's January 14th. We're having a home party here. We're going to have a watch party. We've invited a whole bunch of our local people and their guests.
And we're only 8 miles from the airport, so if you want to jump on a plane and come,
oh, you can come over.
You're welcome to do that.
It's a potluck, and we'll excuse you for not bringing anything if you fly
peanuts.
in. Yeah, you can bring peanuts. So that's happening. And what we heard from David on our SPD call is normally they have it about 3 hours, but there's too much to cover. And the theme of this new year with the company is heart to heart. And they'll be talking about heart to heart with your customers, heart to heart with your brand partners, and they'll be talking about heart to heart with what the company is doing to make a difference in the world to those in need. So David was totally inspiring on our SPD call, and we're thrilled that we get to be together again very, very soon. So get yourself registered. The link is right there. Show up. And if you can't make it that day, register anyway, because you'll have access to all the recordings for at least 2 weeks, probably more. So anything else you want to say about Nova, honey?
Yeah, even if you're attending a watch party at someone else's home, like all of our local communities, many of them are going to be joining us here. You still want to register, so you'll still have access to the 24/7 recording. And even if you can't attend because JOB or something else keeps you from actually attending on Saturday, January 14th, you still want to register. It's $29, and you'll get access to all the recordings, and your upline will let you know which of the hot ones to listen to. And I know David's always pulling stuff out from behind the curtain, so who knows what he's going to share with us this time. So very, very excited about this Nova. And also very excited, when the company launched their Aruba travel incentive, we got together with some of our leaders, says, what can we do to support as many of us getting there as possible? We came up with this idea of these Power of the Patch webinars, okay? We needed to turn up the heat and create more access of having business leaders professionally telling the LifeWave X39 story. A number of people, especially Connie Lucas and Janet Kiefer, came together with a number of others and created a new presentation, which we said, okay, we're going to do it September through December, 4 times a week. We're going to do these webinars, these Power of the Patch webinars. We originally called it the Aruba Run, but then we said, but you know what? Not everybody's probably going to make a run for Aruba, but everybody should be making a run to get their business going. And we've had nothing but excellent response from these Power of the Patch webinars. So I'm happy to say, starting this week, January 2023, we're going to continue our 4 per week Power of the Patch webinars. Same schedule. It's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday afternoon at the various times, as you can see on your screen, at liveyoungerzoom.com. And I also want to tell you that we're in the process of evaluating several different evergreen webinar systems or auto webinar systems. They're going to allow us to do these presentations 3 or 4 times a day, 6 or 7 days a week. So when you're speaking with a prospect on a Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock, you say, hey, there's a webinar coming up in 2 hours at 5 o'clock. And, it's only 25 minutes long, and that'll tell you the whole story. It's all about be the messenger, not the message, and let the success system do the presentation for you. That's why we're doing these webinars, and we're going to continue doing them into the ongoing future. But I just want to let you know, starting the day after tomorrow, we're doing it again on Wednesday, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 o'clock Eastern. So start lining up your guests. It's like, like Michael said, or it was Kai said, I forgot who said, if you're just cruising, get 1 new person a day. But if you're serious, get 3 a day. And these webinars are a great way to do it. So we're very excited to have the Power of the Patch webinars continuing into 2023 in support of you and everyone building their Lifeway business. So that's it for tonight that we have to share. Robin, any fast last minute things you want to share?
Yes. And I do want to thank Janet and Connie. Those Power of the Patch webinars, for those of you that have never been on one, please go and invite guests because they are fabulous. And I do want to give my little bit on this new year because, we've turned the page and we have a new year. And Janet Kiefer says, a better me in 23. So I invite everyone to set intention. What do you want your year to be about? What is your theme for the year? And to realize that, health is our greatest wealth. And Mike talked about it beautifully because we need to be in a good place. And when we are, we're magnetic and we attract people. We're in a lifestyle business. Model the lifestyle that people want. And they're going to go, how do you get to go on all these trips? How do you get to have the freedom to go skiing in the middle of the day on a weekday? How do it's like, it's a lifestyle business. So please model it well. I mean, years ago, I was not modeling it well. And someone said, if being a diamond is what your lifestyle is, I don't want it. Do we work hard? We do. But do we have a lot of fun and a lot of freedom? We do. And we take time off. And in the middle of the day, we'll go for a bike ride. Not really right now, but it's really, really important. And when you take care of this vessel and you're healthy and strong, you will attract people to you because they want what you have. And so that's a really important business, a really important part of this. And let's see, when I first started in this business, I knew nothing. I had no training. I had no support. I didn't know anything about this profession. And I just went up to people that I loved. And I said, I'm about to take the ride of my life and I want to share it with you. And the truth is, we are with Lifeway at truly a historic time. The company is breaking records right and left. This is, like I said earlier, it is a networker's dream to be part of an established company in hypergrowth. And, don't be shy. Reach out to the people you love and say, I found something very special and I'd love to share it with you. So come from your heart, connect to people, because, and like Helen says, be grateful. I am, Gregory and I are so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you in our community. And we've been in this profession 50 plus years together. And I've never seen a community like the one we have here. This is very, very special. So all of you that are with us for the first time tonight, a special warm welcome. You're welcome anytime. We get together every Monday night here, and we'd love to have you join us if that's a fit for you. And those of you that are, here for the first time, keep coming back. And it is just my honor and privilege to get to work with each of you at this amazing time in history with LifeWave. And this is going to be an incredible year. So Gregory, you get to finish it up, and I know what you're going to say, and you've been set up the whole call.
That's right. So my part of the training, so I got another 20-minute training that I'm not going to do. Okay. I'm going to give one little key to success for 2023. One little key. Write this down and live by it. And that's be here a year from now. January 1st, 2024, be here a year from now, and you too may be walking and living the life of your dreams. So thanks, everyone. We love you. We love you. We love you. And we are eternally grateful to share in this wonderful community and opportunity together with LifeWave. Thanks, everyone.
And you know what? We don't get to unmute, but we want to say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Be the best me in 23, and keep affirming that one. And it will, like Jim Rohn says, work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business, because you are your business. The best me in 23.
Happy New Year. Blessings.
Hey, thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Kaidan.
Year.
Thank you, Robin. What a call. What a Zoom. Wow.
Thanks,
it's
everybody.
An honor. It's an honor.
Good night.